Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we finally have our first piece of major Monster High news in quite a while. Jinafire has officially been revealed. I mean, we finally got to see an early prototype of her. I need to specify. This is definitely a real thing related to Jinafire, but it is an early concept of her doll. This was revealed in a toy store, I believe in Belgium, unless I'm misremembering. Okay, actually, I don't know what country this was found in. I just know that this was found by talking_dolls with a Z on Instagram. And basically, this store called Dreamland was showing a Monster High promotional video. It's a pretty long video, and at the end it says more booze, and there's a picture of Jinafire that pops up. And this is our first time ever seeing her doll in doll form. It's a prototype, as I've mentioned. We'll go over it. So with that said, let us get right into it. So here she is. This is the G3 Jinafire doll. As I mentioned, it is in fact an early concept. Most likely this was meant to be an internal photo that wasn't supposed to be seen by anyone, but to make this promotional video they used that thing. It even says Mattel confidential information may include trade secrets at the bottom of the screen. So again, most likely this doll is real. There was initially a lot of speculation. A lot of people thought that maybe the doll was fake or something, but to be honest, I never bought into that. At first, I was like, okay, I guess it's fake because everyone was saying so, but I had a feeling it was real. It just seemed too odd to not be real, you know? Like, the way the doll is pictured here looks like a concept, like a mock-up, you know? Like, they used her G1 tail. A lot of people think that the face is reused from this Laguna concept, and honestly, it might be. It looks a bit similar, but the ears are definitely different. The ears are more finned here, and here they're much, like, just kind of sharper in general, you know? Like, they're not a fin-like ear. So, you know, there was a lot of, like, people wondering if this was real or not, but to me, it was just too odd. Like, why would this random toy store create their own image of Jinafire? You know, like, it just didn't make any sense. Why would they make this video and make a fake photo of Jinafire? Like, why go through all the effort for something that they're only playing in their store? This video has not been uploaded, like, in its original quality anywhere online. This picture doesn't exist anywhere online except for from the video that was taken of the video in the store. The reason that this picture looks so weird is because it's taken directly from, like, a store with a TV in it, so they filmed the TV, you know? We don't have access to the original video in its like, full quality, you know? Like, that hasn't been uploaded online anywhere. So this is all we've got. But it's recently been corroborated by AllMH data that the doll is definitely real. She's a early prototype with edited hair and accessories. Again, the tail was reused, and the exact print for her shirt from the show seems to have been used on the doll. This is a slightly edited version of the photo, by the way. Like, you can see, like, it's kind of an attempt to clean it up a little so we can have a better look at it. She has a very early face. Her shoes are, they do seem to be a bit edited. We have seen the sculpt for her shoes, and they look very similar. As far as I know, this doll has not had official stock photos taken, which would probably explain why they used this photo for the video. But yeah, this is definitely what Jinafire's doll is going to look like, or roughly what she's going to look like. We have had leaks like this before, so honestly, I was kind of surprised by how many people were skeptical at first. Like, for a while, this leak of Venus was all we had, and she has drawn-on socks. She also has drawn-on shorts. Her belt is very clearly real, but it's, like, photoshopped over top the shorts, you know? Like, it's just a very strange photo. This was all we had for Venus, and while there were people who doubted it, it ended up being pretty accurate to what her actual doll looked like. So my point is that we've had, like, leaks like this before that look a bit questionable but end up being real. So I think it's the same for Jinafire. She looks pretty close to this original, like, concept art that we saw. Obviously her jacket is less detailed, and the skirt does seem to have been toned down as well. Like, it's not made up of panels with, like, black shorts underneath anymore. It's kind of just the purple pleated skirt now. And a lot of the chain detailing from her jacket does seem to be gone. But who's to say it won't come back, you know? Like, maybe these details will be added back when we get to see the finalized doll. But for now, we just have this concept, and for what she is, I think she looks pretty solid. Her design looks much more akin to what she looks like in the show, for sure. Obviously, her hair is longer on the doll. That's just how they are with Monster High. Like, in the show, they'll have short hair, but on the doll, they'll have long hair. Happened with Toralei and the twins, and it's gonna happen with Jinafire. To be honest, I don't really like the bob. I kind of prefer the longer hair. But yeah, it seems like this doll is going to have ombre legs, similar to the Laguna, but they're not present in this stock photo, or prototype photo. I gotta remember my terminology. In this prototype, her legs do not seem to have the ombre. It just seems like they went green for her thighs and yellow/gold. Kind of a goldish color, actually. It's more gold. Yeah, that's gold. So it's gold for her calves. I forget what the word is for parts of the legs. She also seems to have gold hands, which is interesting because in the show she has gold fingernails, but her hands are still green. But she does have gold hands in this concept art, so, you know, maybe that's just how she looks. Her face obviously is not finalized, but I'm pretty excited to see how her screening ends up looking. G3 is pretty good with screenings, in my opinion. I think Caddy has a gorgeous one. Venus has a gorgeous screening. Pretty much all of the characters have gorgeous screenings, except for Ghoulia and Claude. I'm sorry, I still don't like Claude's screening, and I also think that the original Ghoulia face was a tragedy. It was character assassination. That's how bad it was. But they did end up giving her a much better screening for Skulltimate Secrets. R.I.P. Ghoulia, by the way. But yeah, if we can go off of this concept artwork at all, I think she might have a side glance. I'd really like her to. I think it would look really good on her. Though, you know, if she has a forward-facing glance, I do still think it has the potential to look good. There's no doubt about it. Like, G3 is good with screenings. I feel like that's something we can't deny. They do come up with good, like, faces for the characters. And when they do variation screenings with a new side glance, or in Draculaura's case, a forward-facing glance, although that's not the best example, because let's be honest, Ultimate Secrets, Draculaura, Garden Mysteries, her face looks just a teeny tiny bit fucked up, you know? They could have done a better job. It's giving G1 Laguna, to say the least. But based on what Jinafire looks like in the show, it looks like she will have earrings. She'll have some green hoops and some kind of red earring on that side. I can't see it in this photo. Yeah, she's got red earrings on the other side. And she also seems to wear necklaces, and I can't see those here. Again, it's just kind of a bad quality photo. But based on how she looks in the show, I think we can expect some of, if not all, of these accessories to be present. Because the show usually doesn't add things that the characters don't have, except for in the case of the original core 5 characters. Laguna, Cleo, and Draculaura all have pretty significantly different outfits to what they ended up wearing on their actual dolls. But Claudine and Frankie were pretty close. Not like that matters. You get what I mean, though. For the later releases, they were definitely more accurate to what the characters looked like. Like, Meowdy and Persephone basically looked just like they did for their dolls, just with longer hair. In the case of the dolls, in the show, they had shorter hair. So, I think Jinafire is probably going to be pretty one-to-one with her show design. If not, maybe a bit closer to the concept artwork with having gold on her face, because she doesn't have gold on her face in the show. In the show, they kind of just gave her gold ears, which, to be honest, makes it look like she's wearing something over her actual ears. It looks a bit strange, so I did like that the concept art at least continued the gold on her face a bit to make it make more sense. So, yeah, overall, I think Jinafire's doll looks pretty promising. I'm excited to see what the final product looks like, because allegedly she's going to release before the end of the year. It's crazy how they've been able to keep this doll under wraps as long as they have, because we had leaks for Caddy and Venus a long time before their release. Same with Spectra. We got leaks of all 3 characters way before their release, several months before. But with Jinafire, all we've gotten is like some sculpt leaks, which I have talked about on my channel. I don't have the photos here with me right now, but I have talked about them, so yeah. We had like a bust that seems like it's going to come with her, and maybe like to hold jewelry or something, because it was kind of small. It was very small, but seemed like it was something to do with her being a fashion designer. And she also comes with a notebook, so those are two of her accessories we've seen. We have not seen what her pet will look like, because Jinafire never had a released pet in G1. It did seem like she had a pet though, because in her diary in Scaris, there was a little dragon on the front. It looked like that was her pet. I don't know, but maybe that will come back for G3. Maybe that'll be her pet. We don't actually know yet. And of course, there's also the phone and the backpack / bag that she has to come with, so we'll have to see those as well. Basically, we have a lot to look forward to, and I think that this prototype leak is pretty exciting. It definitely means we'll get to see the doll soon, though. I don't think they can hold her back much longer. She's supposed to release before the year ends, and there's not much time left in the year, so it's gotta be now or never. But yeah, that's about all I wanted to say in this video. I was just pretty excited to talk about Jinafire because I've been pretty excited for her G3 release, so I'm super hyped, and hopefully we'll get to see the finalized doll soon. Feel free to leave your own thoughts in the comments below. I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say, and remember, just keep in mind this is an early prototype. This doll does not reflect what the final product will look like, but is probably pretty similar. It'll probably be like Caddy, where Caddy's prototype looked kind of weird and off, but when she actually released, she looked good aside from the frumpy outfit. So, you know, just expect something like that. The doll will look more polished in the end, basically. But yeah, that's about all I wanted to say, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!